We listening, man. There's plenty of women out there that's married. They not happy. They dealing with men that want to use them and abuse them. And allegedly, Beyonce just so happens to be one of those people. Hey, hand me them papers over there. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily. And I got some news for y'all that is crazy. Beyonce is finally starting to wake up from that slumber. Jay-Z had her sleeping for a long time. And recently, Jay-Z offered her a drink at the Grammys and Beyonce turned it down. And that's something that nobody never ever seen her do. Allegedly, she on the run. And Jay-Z trying to get her back because he can't afford to lose her. She afforded him things that no rapper has ever experienced. She gave him access to people, places, opportunities. He's a billionaire because of the woman that he have on his arm is class personified. But him, on the other hand, is a well-known D-boy that nobody in the industry would trust, especially with his backstory. It took for a Beyonce a flower in order to make him the man he is today. We're going to talk about it. All this news I'm about to be sharing with y'all is all alleged allegations. They saying that Beyonce trying to get away from this man as fast as she can because he's dangerous. He got money on his mind. Love isn't a concern. They got kids. I want to see them do well, but is she ready to go? Then she just ready to go, man. Okay, what we got up in here? We got Sherry Hand, King Grains, and El Patrino. Yeah, we got Mara Arcana, Christian Garrett, and we also got QS over there kicking it. I see y'all over there looking lovely, but let's go ahead and get back into this news, man. The stakes is high. And Beyonce was even higher, according to her bodyguard. We gonna break that down too. Jay-Z opened up about fighting to save his marriage to Beyonce after infidelity. And not only was it infidelity, but it was a bunch of other stuff going on, according to the streets. Now, I didn't want to bring up the Epstein list, but it's a lot of black celebrities on that list. And Beyonce and Jay-Z just so happen to be the ones on the list with the other black celebrities. This bodyguard exposed them a couple of years ago, and people still ain't let it sink in until now. All of these rumors coming out about Beyonce wanting to get a divorce. And if she ready to go, it's nothing Jay-Z can do or say to stop her. They got her nodding on and off at basketball games. They claiming that she's on drugs.
Probably nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top.
That's just a little taste of what's yet to come. The hip hop culture is not ready to deal with what we have here on our hands. The beautiful Queen Bee, Booty Bee is what they call her in Taiwan, is ready to leave her man behind and go her own way. But no matter how fast she run, where in the hell is she gonna go? He got all the tax information, all of the damn financial information. It ain't nothing that she know about that this man ain't already on top of. If she's really in a deep slumber like they claiming, and she really on them narcotics, and which I doubt, but if that is the case and these rumors are true and she's out of her mind, how in the hell do she know where her finances done went? They're saying that's the reason why her father was pushed out of the picture and Jay-Z became her boyfriend. Then he turned into her husband, and then he turned into her manager, and now he got full control. So even if she wanted to leave like they saying she want to, how far is she gonna get when this man been controlling the whole situation thus far? Listen at this, y'all.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets, I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top. So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial.
All right, let's talk about it. A business, a financial relationship that spawned into a Hollywood circus act. Oh, they got a whole family involved. Jay-Z is a very, very powerful man. I don't want to believe these rumors that they're saying about people like Beyonce, because in my personal opinion, I feel like Beyonce ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody, regardless of what people are saying. They saying she a sicko, she's a weirdo, she on Epstein Island doing all this crazy, ridiculous stuff. But the people that's saying this stuff ain't never been over there, so we ain't got no proof. But we know that she's involved in a twisted business. And not only that, she's at the top of the game. How many vultures, piranhas, and snakes is circling this woman? And they're saying she just want to get away and try to find another way to live her life. But how was she ever going to be free? With that much fame and celebrity for this long, she's just rather stay with Jay-Z, but she's starting to see the light. And the biggest reason why that is allegedly is because she saw that Cat Williams video and it woke her up just like it woke up so many other people. Hold on. I need to see this. Okay, we rolling. Get it together. Not that long ago, Beyonce had some old sick, twisted claims about her. And this is the reason why a lot of her fans are not sympathetic to anything that she got going on, because of rumors that has been spread. Now, I'm not here to continue on with the rumors. I know y'all seen the evil, twisted videos that she been creating. And it got a lot of people out there paranoid to even listen to her music. When she come on the radio, a lot of people with sense know how to turn that shit off or at least turn it down. But y'all may not have to do that no more because it's looking like she's almost done. Go ahead, play that.
Nia Wesley is in the house. Nia, what is going on?
Guys, I cannot make this stuff up. Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances, harassing her. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge harassment campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She's sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what? Excuse me? And, I was just...
They denied a restraining order, even though she made all of these twisted ass claims. What courthouse is gonna deny you a restraining order after you show up talking some crazy shit like that? They just gonna let that person have access to you when you show up and you got receipts and proof that these things are going on? And if she's like that with the people that she working with, who did she learn that from? Was it Tina? Was it Mathew Knowles? If these allegations are true, where in the hell did she get this type of lifestyle, this type of, was she been a witch, or how did it happen? Hurt people. Who gave her the game? People want to say it's Jay-Z. that put her onto all of the tricks of all of the trades of how it goes down in the music industry. Listen at this.
To get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up. I'm here today, and what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Siegers. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top. All them writing for you, and then the minute you get a little taste of success, you wrote them off. You just totally said, I don't know him.
Let's speak on that. Let's speak on that. Because if these rumors are true and Beyonce running for her life, trying to get away from this man, the question is, how come he never let her go? The same way he did with Beanie Siegel and Dame Dash and all the people at Rockefeller that put him onto the game. They had no cleanliness about them. They was all criminals and gang bangers and ex-offenders like how he was. So he could do without them just so he could have a squeaky clean image. And the only person that can maintain that for him is Beyonce. If he let her go, he gonna be back on the block, or he gonna have to do it for the streets. And I doubt if he ever want to go back to supplying the culture with anything. He can't let her go. Never, ever. Because he'll be starting at square one. So what do you do in a situation where you stuck with her and you can't let her go and she made you who you are today? I guess that's when the drugs come in. And the alcohol. And the stuff to keep her calm. Let her take it easy. She in the car looking like she knocked the fuck out. And he looking like it's just another day at the office. She don't know where the hell she at. She in the car looking like a deer in the headlights. She turned down his drink in the middle of the Grammys, and people was looking like, what in the hell is going on? She never turned down drinks. Everyone who watched the Grammys this weekend knows Beyonce showed up fashionably late, but they may not have caught a hilarious awkward moment with Jay-Z right after her arrival. When the couple were seated, it appears that Jay grabbed a drink right before the host Trevor Noah approached to present B with the Grammy she missed. While Beyonce stayed camera ready, Jay seemed to be completely oblivious that they were being filmed. He had something up his sleeve, and they caught that ass on camera, and it looked crazy. He tried to give her, ain't no telling what's in the drink and why he ain't drink it. Why did he want to give it to her out of all them people at the table? She already looked out of it. Look at this, man.
Welcome back to the Grammys, everybody. You know, when you equal a record, there's no way you don't.
Look at this.
Welcome back to the Grammys, everybody. You know, when you equal a record.
She said, no, I don't want that. No, put that back. No. She told him no. No more. I'm not doing this no more. And he looked like he was upset that she refused his drink. Everybody at the table was looking like they wouldn't dare pick up that damn cup. Look at this, y'all. He didn't seem to notice they were talking about his wife till he heard Beyonce. They caught him on camera trying to get her saucy. What make it his business to make sure that she drunk or she drinking? He's sipping on water. Is that his job? To keep her right? Look at this, man. Jay-Z tried to offer Beyonce something to drink, and she ain't want none. She ain't even want to smell it. Why was he so chill, like he was at a barbecue or something? That's because he's sober. Said, I love that he is awkward and has bad timing like all husbands. This actually makes me think this is a real marriage. Y'all missing the whole point. Why would Jay-Z make Beyonce late for the Grammys and try to give her a drink when the cameras was on them? I know she was embarrassed. Think, people. Think. She already was stumbling late. She barely made it. And as soon as she got in her seat, she couldn't even catch her breath. This, like she wasn't already feeling some type of way. Look at her face. And while Bey may have initially turned down Jay-Z's offer for a drink, she was definitely ready to share a toast later that evening, so she gave in. It was only for so long that she was able to resist. And when them drinks started pouring, she was the main one sipping. The urges, the temptations, the peer pressure, the people in your circle encouraging you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. But what the hell? It's Grammy night and the Grammys is flowing. And so is the liquor. If she was really running down the street trying to get away from him and the police, I hope she was able to find some shelter. If not, she's back in his clutches. And I don't know if these rumors are true, but I would love to ask you all to pray for Beyonce because this been going on for years. Listen at this.
Say you don't know me. I dare you. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage, I still have it. See, hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be bought. This is Uncle Ron. Just like I know how you got started, I can put my foot down and make it all go away. Promise you. You're playing with the wrong one now.
Hold on, no, bro. That really sent chills up my spine. Those are the type of allegations that make me sick. Because I believe Beyonce is a beautiful woman that deserves the best. And if these things are true and she's being mistreated and she's being wronged, I feel like we all being wronged. Because ain't no way that the Queen Bee with such a beautiful voice, with all of her talent, everything about her is magical. She shouldn't have to go through none of this stuff that people are alleging. And that same man that said that Beyonce was on drugs messed around and got his ass beat. And I don't want to be like him. Listen at this, y'all.
Okay, guys, this is Uncle Ron. I'm in the hospital. I got some busted ribs. I got plenty bruises.
Damn.
Oh, head's killing me. Oh, my leg may be busted. I got jumped. Oh, man, it was a terrible, terrible incident. I tried my best to fight back. I just couldn't do it. It's hard to breathe. But I promise you, I'm going to get those mosquitoes that beat me up.
The fuck is... This woman is a bona fide witch that you shouldn't fuck with. she knows some magic. She had this nigga. He said he got jumped by some mosquitoes. Now he the one hallucinating and going crazy. She put that shit on this man. Now he's stuck. He having a dream. And he going on and on and on and on and on and on about the mosquitoes. Nobody heard from his ass since. He in an insane asylum. Repeating the same old gibberish over and over and over for talking about Beyonce. And I ain't gonna be the one to ruffle her queen bee feathers. This ain't no joke. Play with Beyonce if you want to. She'll abracadabra your ass and you gonna be stuck. Listen at this, man. No, get it together, Reg, because they need to see this part. This is crazy.
Beyonce is the top earning woman in music. She makes around $105 million, or at least she did last year. So along with all those riches, fame also brings bizarre allegations, like the lady who went to court accusing Beyonce of practicing extreme witchcraft.
Beyonce sure can cast a spell with her performances. But is she also practicing witchcraft? In head-scratching court papers, Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer for the singer's all-girl band, is accusing Beyonce of, get this, extreme witchcraft and magic spells and the murder of my pet cat.
Extreme witchcraft. She also sacrificed a cat, some fried rice, and a sweet tea. Extreme witchcraft. This ain't no laughing matter, man. You know, we got to do this real fast. Because like I said, I'm a big fan of Beyonce. And I don't want to believe none of this stuff that they saying. They never even said nothing like this about Michael Jackson. So is it really real? This was an American dream. A beautiful family, man. Her and her sisters, the girls in the group, we all just wished them well. But all it took was for that Ike Turner figure to come into the picture and flip this whole family inside out. In the beginning, her mother and her father was still together, and Solange was still living in the house. Everything was all right. They was coming up in the game, and it looked like nothing would be able to stop their reign, man. Until those rumors about Kelly Rowland being Mathew Knowles' biological daughter came out. And that's when people started looking at him like he was a muskrat. Then he had a baby outside of his marriage. And they're saying that Jay-Z arranged all of that, allegedly. Put them little skeezers all in his DMs. Her whole family was infiltrated by the music industry, even though her father meant well. He wanted his daughters to shine. He was doing right by them. You could say what you want to say about Mathew Knowles, but he's really not a bad guy. Until now. This dude, switch. He done fucked up her life. And put a witch book in her hand and a magic wand. Solange tried to beat his ass, but that didn't even work. She was fighting for her family, y'all. She was fighting for her family. because she loves her sister. And she's seen what was happening. And now it's a little too late. B is gone. And you know what else is funny? There's no recent pictures of... Is that Beyonce and her kids? Oh, that's all artificial intelligence. That look like Erykah Badu and her kids. Sorry about that. Only if we can rewind time. She probably would have been better off if she would have just had her little hits in the 2000s and left it at that. But now she down for the count, baby. The whole family is in shambles. All right, I ain't gonna talk about it no more. Let's move on. We got way too much stuff we gotta dive into. I'm over here reminiscing. I'm in my feelings. Ain't nothing like black love. But if this is all for financial purposes and the shit really shady like that, I think she need to go on and do her own thing. And if that's what she trying to do, I love Jay-Z, but bruh, you gonna have to let her go. Cause you done already cheated. You done already broke her confidence. And they saying that the only way she coping is by being on drugs. Celebrity breakups are all too common, but Jay-Z and Beyonce have defied the odds, staying together through their toughest moments. And his appearance on the Van Jones show, the 48-year-old rapper opens up about why he fought so hard to save his marriage. And it's raw. It's an emotional interview. Let's get into it, man. Y'all just do me a favor. Hit them like buttons. I'm about to show y'all some love. Let me know y'all in here. We got Lance Hero Kings. Sam Dog, what it do, man? Ash Lewis and Kathy Adams. Did I mention QS? We got Lone Wolf, Jason Wild Boy, Swifty Panda. King Rico Scorpio TV and Chitlin Juice. Mara Arcana. Ghost Beard, Rock and Roller. And the whole family, man. If you out there, that green vegan, what it do, baby? I see you over there, Tim Tap. What it do, bruh? Long time no see. So glad to see you in the building. We got Believe is here as well with Jay Prather. What it do, Jay? Okay, we coolin'. We got Catalina, Spiritual Goddess, Sluther Van Draws in the building. Lady Neek. All right, let's just go ahead and get back to the groove, man. Let's get back to the groove, yo. Because this the part y'all need to listen to, and listen to it hard, man, and get a better understanding of what's happening here, man. Okay, go ahead, play that, Reg.
The other freedom I see in the album is just a freedom for couples who have gone through something.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. You know, it's almost a cliche, you know, the celebrity couple, you know, they get together, they break up, you know, I'm like, well, who else are they gonna go out with? But for some reason, you took an unprecedented stand to fight for this marriage. Mm-hmm. I mean, to fight for it and to put it all out there. What is it about this marriage that's so special that you would fight this hard to save it?
Well, it's my soulmate. It's the person I love, you know. And you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Boy, man. You know, money talks and bullshit walks, man. If it wasn't about the money, if it wasn't about the money, y'all, do you think he would give a damn if Beyonce was a washed up R&B chick? 702 3LW bitch. Oh my goodness. Do you think he would give a fuck if Beyonce Was Jaguar right? Do you think he would try to keep it together with Jaguar, with her crazy flat ass? Because he loved her? Hell no. What if Beyonce never went platinum and never had a #1 hit? Would he give a damn? If it was for love, what about them hoochies in the projects you left a long time ago that was with your ass when you ain't have shit? What about them girls that cried when you went on tour because they knew they would never see you again and you was never ever coming back? Love is the reason why they kept it together. And to break the cycle, come on, Jay. The marathon continues. Talking about breaking cycles. Anyway. Oh my God. This man. When young Nip was looking for a mentor, when young Nipsey got into the game, it was Jay-Z that was the plug, man. The dude that had Nip in a position to be relevant. Nipsey put out an album charging people $100 a pop. Nobody was gonna buy that shit. Till Jay-Z came along and bought the whole catalog. Jay-Z setting up a $15 million trust fund for Nipsey Hussle's kids are false. So they thought he was gonna look out. He talking about breaking cycles. It seemed like a very benevolent act, but it turned out to be nothing but a rumor that spread through the internet without ever being confirmed by official sources. They was under the impression that he was gonna look out for Saint Nick, but he didn't do it. One such story was of Jay-Z creating a $15 million trust fund in the name of Hussle's 2 children. It was a clutch of the pearls, feel-good type of story that made many who read it applaud the rapper for stepping up for a fallen hip-hop comrade, and it seemed true enough given Jay's reputation for benevolence, except it was all fake news. All fake news. Nipsey was coming, and he was on that man's heels. Who was gonna be next to rule? We got all these old heads in hip-hop, and they ain't coming up off their throne. Snoop Dogg looked like he was happy as hell at Nipsey's funeral. Like, we ain't gotta worry about that motherfucker. It's like they was happy when he was gone. He had the Rock Nation brunch. They didn't even put him dead in this. They put him in the back of the picture. They made him play the cut. Hey man, we ain't gonna talk about that. We'll get back to that. Let's move on. Let's move on. Because y'all need to listen at this man and what he's saying. He said he did it for love, but a lot of people feel like that's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, go ahead, play that.
Love for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. For black men and women, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah. What advice would you have for men who have caused pain in marriages? I mean, it's easy. I mean, somebody like you.
The best apology is change behavior, right? Mm-hmm. But change behavior, one, and then also you have to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge the pain. You have to let that person have their say.
Big pimpin', spending cheese. I'm not gonna do all the lyrics, but come on, bruh. You had me convinced. that you would never love him, never cuff him, never trust him, never need him, never plead, never, you said, never. He said he would never trust him. Switch it up, bro. We got to get into this, babe. We got to do this, babe. And I know y'all, it's kind of late, but it got to make sense the way it got to make sense. And it's the only way it's going to make sense. So let's just try to make it make sense, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. When they first got together, I love you. I love you. I love you. Baby, I love you. You are my life. My happiest moments were incomplete if you weren't by my side. You're my relation in connection to the sun. With you next to me, there's no darkness I can't overcome. You are my raindrops. I am the seed. With you and God, who's my sunlight, I bloom and grow so beautifully. Witchcraft. Did she even know what she was saying? Baby, I'm so proud to be your girl. You make the confusion go all away from this cold and messed up world. I'm in love with you. You set me free. I can't do this thing called life without you here with me, 'cause I'm dangerously in love with you. I'll never leave. She says she'll never leave. She said, and I know you love me for who I am, 'cause years before I became who I am, baby, you were my man. I know it ain't easy loving me. I appreciate the love and dedication from you to me. Later on in my destiny, I see myself having your child, Jay-Z. I see myself being your wife, Jay-Z. And I see my whole future in your eyes. The thought of all my love for you sometimes make me want to cry. I realize all my blessings. I'm grateful to have you by my side. Words she should have never uttered or mumbled, or words are power. And she gave this man all of her power, man. Hold on. She was dangerously in love. Now her ass is crazy in love. Now she crazy in love, y'all. I'm floored. She went from being dangerously in love. Now her ass crazy in love, y'all. She going out of her mind. She can't even think straight. This man got her losing it all the way. Look at this, man. So crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl B. It's your boy Young. You ready? Uh-oh, na-na-na. Uh-oh, na-na. Uh-oh, na-na. Rihanna ripped that shit off. Listen at this, man. I look and stare so deep in your eyes. I touch on you more and more. Every time when you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name 2-3 times in a motherfucking row. Jay, please, Jay, don't go. Jay, where you going? Where you about? What you doing? Don't go. I'm crazy in love with you right now. Jay, don't go. She said she called his name 2 or 3 times in a row. Like, bitch, what you want? Like, get off my dick.
Oh my goodness.
She all on his nuts. Such a funny thing for me to try to explain how I'm feeling. And my pride is the one to blame. Yeah. Cause I know I don't understand just how your love can do what no one else can. He got your ass in a trick bag. You should have never when they gave you the lyrics, you should have did like Cat Williams and critiqued that shit. They got you out here wearing a dress, even though you're a woman. You shouldn't be wearing it for him. Look at this, man. She said, you got me looking so crazy. She on the video. Matter of fact, pull up the shit. She in the video talking about you got me looking real crazy right now. And yes, her ass was looking ridiculous. And not in a good way. She was in the video making a fool out of herself. The whole video was demonic. Shit was on fire. It was explosions. It was catastrophic. It was evil. She was in the car before the shit set off. He wouldn't even unlock the door for her ass. And the chick that's here is not the chick that was in the car. He got rid of that bitch. He made her, he blew her ass up. And he looked back at the car. Like, this shit is over. She probably didn't understand the symbology that she was participating in. And I ain't gonna be talking about her too crazy because I ain't trying to be like that Bodyguard talking about how I got jumped by mosquitoes and shit. I love you, B, but damn. He had her looking real crazy. Got me hoping you'll page me right now. Damn. She's sitting over there. This man got her losing her whole fucking mind. She still got a pager. She don't even know what year it is. Got me hoping you page me right now. She look at the pager. That shit say 666.
Oh my goodness.
Look, man. She got 2 verses. I can't wait to get to his verse because I know he ain't talking shit about her. Look at this, man. She said, when I talk to my friends so quietly, she be whispering because she knows she sound crazy. Who he think he is? Look at what you did to me. Tennis shoes. Don't even need to buy a new dress. She ain't even trying to wash her ass or get fresh. If you ain't there, ain't nobody to impress. It's the way that you know what I thought I knew. It's the beat that my heart skips when I'm with you. But I still don't understand just how your love can do what no one else can. She ain't even gonna wash her ass if she ain't leaving with Jay-Z. She'll show up to the red carpet with some sweatpants up her ass stank with a booger in her nose. Said tennis shoes, don't even need to buy it. She'll come out there looking a hot mess if Jay-Z ain't gonna be there. She need this man, because if she don't, she ain't never gonna show up to the Grammys. Let's get into it, man. This nigga said, where he at? Where his verse? Oh shit, this is no, get it together. He said, Young Hove, y'all know when the flow is loco. Young B and the ROC. Uh-oh. OG, big homie, the one and only. Stick bony, but the pockets is fat. The fuck?
Oh my goodness.
You mean to tell me he got a bony meat and she going crazy over that? He said that stick is bony. She feel like she getting a shot at the doctor's office. He hit her with the bony stick, but them pockets is fat. Like Tony Soprano. The rock handle like Van Axel. I shake phonies, man, you can't get next to. The genuine article. I do not sing though. I sling though. If anything, I bling yo. I star like Ringo. War like a green beret. You crazy? Bring your whole set. Oh, Jay-Z in the range, crazy and deranged. They can't figure him out. They like, is he insane? Yes, sir. I'm cut from a different cloth. My texture, the best fur chinchilla. He ain't said shit about Beyonce now. Oh my goodness. Where the part he talk about him being crazy in love? She on the hook talking about he got her looking crazy and she just going on. No, he ain't said nothing about being affectionate to this woman. Said, you crazy? Bring your whole set. Oh, Jay-Z in the range, crazy and deranged. They can't figure him out. They like, is he insane? Yes, sir. I'm cut from a different cloth. My texture, the best fur chinchilla. I've been iller than chain smokers. Uh-oh, na. How you think I got the name Hova? Uh-oh, na. I've been realer, the game's over, fall back young. Uh-oh, na. Ever since I made the change over to platinum, no, na. The game is a rap one. He ain't said not a damn. He didn't mention love or I need you or I gotta have you or none of that. It's crazy, man. She jumped out the window for that man. And he didn't have nothing to say about her ass. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like Beyonce need to get away from Jay and do her own thing? Or did too much time pass and she might as well stay where she at because that's her comfort zone? You know what I'm saying? Well, what y'all think she should do? I'm taking a break to talk to the chat. You sure? Yeah, man, I gotta talk to my people because I'm over here. People do strange things for love. People will play a fool for love. And I'm not saying that's always wrong, but eventually you gotta snap out of it. But drugs and alcohol to make that impossible. So if she really locked down like that, it's a possibility that she gonna be stuck, and I would hate to see something happen to be. But if she a witch like they say she is, then hey, maybe he got a problem. If she crazy in love like that, maybe he need to be the one trying to get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got to say about it? Somebody let me know. What y'all talking about out there? Said Jay-Z looking like somebody on T. Y'all dead wrong. Nelly, you wrong for that. Keith said, you do know that was from her first solo album. Hey, man, she had to do what she had to do. That green vegan, she said Beyonce should get with Sean. I'm scared of Beyonce. Oh my goodness. I don't think I want to go that route. Had me out here, crucifixes upside down on my forehead looking like Lil Uzi Vert. Innocent Cherry Pie said he might be better looking than Whoopi. The verdict is still out. Y'all cold-blooded, man. Breathless said sold their soul for fame and fortune. Devil is now in control of all these evil sobs. If she make her own billions, why funk with a goofy motherfucker? That's because he's in control of her money if she's really on drugs. She ain't got no say-so or nothing. She don't know where her money at or what finance. She's whacked out. Jay's in control. Her father ain't there to run no paperwork or see what's good. That's her husband. They gotta mind their business. Perfectly Imperfect said Jay look Rastafarian and part Gumby. Y'all gonna quit picking on that man. Deviant Lamar said Jay-Z did his hair like a satanic goat. Right, QS, leave Whoopi out of this. Whoopi and Jay-Z is not the same person, man. Stop spreading rumors. Carrie Williams said, Beyonce just knew she could change Jay's. Still in the end with kids and all. She looking like a fool. Became a devil along with him. The elders had spoken.
Oh my goodness.
That's how y'all feeling out here in these streets. The people feel like Beyonce ain't no better and she might as well stay with his ass. They even calling them the Addams family.
Oh my goodness.
That's how y'all really feel. And I try my hardest to do damage control, but I don't know what to think no more. I love to think that all my favorite black celebrities are squeaky clean, but that simply might not be the case. And if that's not the case, can I still enjoy the music that they used to make? Because it wasn't as evil and sinister as it is today, man. Okay, let's listen to this.
Dating Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually talk about who I'm dating, who I'm not, because I think it's important that I concentrate on the music. And when you start talking about those things, then that becomes bigger than the art.
You know what? That was going to be my advice to you. I mean, I was sitting up with the producer and I said, I'm going to tell her to keep her mouth shut about her relationship because it should be private.
When you live your life so out in the public, you know, your music and your life is on display, you need to separate from it. You can't be in that life all the time. You need some type of escape from it.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that's sacred and not in the public eye, and it's the one thing that you feel like you're home. I think any relationship inspires creativity, especially when it's a great relationship.
Yo, I've been saying it for years. When two people is focused on money and money alone, they will do anything, and I mean anything, to keep that cash flowing in the way that they want it. He was the greatest rapper, the hottest rapper in the game. Then he had the hottest chick in the game wearing his chain. Business. Wasn't a mutual attraction. It was her father that put her on to Jay-Z. Look at this, man. Gotta see this, man. It was her papa. It's her papa that put her on to this man. He came offering, just like R. Kelly's victims, their parents came knocking. Beyonce's father, heartbreak. Dad reveals the truth about rumors he hasn't seen her for years. He hasn't laid eyes on his baby for years. Jay-Z wasn't the only man who came under fire in Beyonce's album Lemonade. The superstar singer hinted at her dad's affairs as well as her husband's, amid reports she cut her father out of her life for good. But after the two were spotted together at her Houston concert just a few weeks ago, Mathew Knowles came forward and revealed the truth about the relationship and what really happened with Jay-Z. She damn sure looked good. Mathew, 64, was fired as Beyonce's manager in 2011, but despite allegations over the years, he said he enjoyed a close relationship and he actually sees his children regularly. 2004 backstage Clive Davis pre-Grammy party. Hey, Jay. He looks so damn chipper. Look like Jay-Z minding his own damn business, and here comes Papa Knowles. Yeah. Special birthday surprise for Beyonce's BET 106 in Park 2006. The parents, they was there for their beautiful, lovely daughter. Shit. They was all at the BET Awards, the whole Destiny's Child. He was the man, y'all. He was running the freaking show. He was the Jay-Z of the situation. You got Jeezy back there. You got Ludacris and all them dudes, and it look hot than a bitch in there. And they had front row seats. They made Jeezy sit behind them. And the seats look faded. Look how faded the seats look. It looked like Aretha Franklin ass been sitting in all them seats for the past 60 years, man. And shout out to Aretha. That was his family. Do y'all understand? He was holding down the fort with his wife by his side. Not no more. Beyonce Knowles performs on the Today Show. And they made an excellent couple. And whatever they going through, how come they couldn't work it out like how Jay-Z and Beyonce worked it out? He talking about not breaking cycles and continuing their legacies. Well, how come their parents couldn't do that? Why was it a must that Mathew Knowles was outed from the family? Regardless of what he had going on. They old. They could have stuck together. He tried to keep it with his family, man. Now look at his face. Nipsey Sr.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Hussle ain't got no hustle no more because of Jay-Z. The same way Nipsey Hussle ain't got no hustle no more. Allegedly, because, hey man, people be spreading rumors. But if Nipsey was Beyonce's brother, then that explains why he got an opportunity. Because Beyonce's nephew just so happened to look like Nipsey as well. Look at this man. Come on, man. This brother got he got the Nipsey braids, the Nipsey mustache. Did they bleach him? He might be bleached. So we just gonna take him off the screen.
Oh my goodness.
Because we gonna save that for a whole nother video, man. And I'm not about to go into no conspiracy theory saying that it's a possibility that he's Nipsey Hussle's son. Or Solange is Nipsey Hussle's sister. We could have that conversation if that's what y'all want to do. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Y'all need to listen at this part because it's really, really important. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Reg, go ahead. Play that. Yeah, run that part back. Go ahead, play it. Shout out to Vlad. Shout out to Vlad.
How did you feel initially when Beyonce started dating Jay-Z, who is very successful, but he's also, generally considered a gangster rapper?
Well, I'll tell you this. I've been asked that before. And this is true with Kelly and Solange. I never got involved with their personal relationships. I can only say as a father that I hope I instill with them the values that they would want to look for in a man. And I think I did when Beyonce wrote on her, I think it was her first album, maybe it was the second one, the song Daddy, that she hoped that she found someone just like her daddy. How do you know I'm not a gangster?
Oh, you ain't no gang boy. Cut that out. Cut it out.
Oh my goodness.
Now he want to be a G. He said, how do you know I'm not a gang? He want that clout. He want that juice. And it seemed like he was living vicariously through his daughter when he put her on with Jay-Z. It's like he was a fan of this man, and I want you to have my daughter. I'm such a big fan of your work and your music, and you out here balling, you're doing your thing, young fella. How about I set up a dinner? You can meet my beautiful Beyonce, you billionaire baller motherfucker.
Oh my goodness.
He wanted to be a gangster. Like, what if a Jay-Z's a gangster? What do I mean? I'm a gangster. I'm not a gangster. Because you're not. Okay, we got to do this again. He mentioned it. I didn't even know she had a song called Daddy Lessons. And it better not be on no weird shit. Because if it is, I'm going to have to call him out. She said, yeehaw, Texas, Texas. Oh, Texas. Shit, I know she had some tuna fish between her teeth when she recorded this song. She said, came into this world, daddy's little girl. And daddy made a soldier out of me. Ooh. Daddy made me dance and daddy held my hand. Oh. And daddy like his whiskey with his teeth.
Oh my goodness.
He was doing all that with liquor on his breath? What the fuck? Maybe he is a gangster. Got a tall glass of iced tea with some whiskey in it. The hook said, and we rode motorcycles, blackjack classic vinyl. Tough girl is what I had to be. He said, take care of your mother, watch out for your sister, and oh, that's when he gave to me. Yeah. With his gun and his head held high. He told me, yeah, not to cry. Oh, my daddy said shoot, my daddy said shoot. With his right hand on his rifle, he swore on the Bible. My daddy says you, pew, pew. Oh, my daddy says you. He held me in his arms and he taught me how to be strong. He told me he was gonna be gone. Here's what you do when trouble comes in town and men like me come around. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Ooh, my daddy said shoot. Oh my God. No wonder it didn't make it to the radio. Oh my God, that was bad. He made her sing them ridiculous ass. That's why she fired his ass. Had her singing them ridiculous. He wanted some street edge. This motherfucker wanted some clout. Like, can you do me a favor? I'd love it if you make some lyrics about me holding the toolie. I want to be a bad boy. He a Puff Daddy Jay-Z fan. On the low, he never let them find his CDs. He been listening to Jay-Z since Reasonable Doubt. She had no clue that Jay-Z was his biggest obsession. The hell? He was a fanboy for Jay. Hold on, y'all. And her father might be the biggest problem, man. Okay, matter of fact, just go on back to that interview because this shit ain't making no sense. Yeah, go on, play that. Run that back a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Wrote on her, I think it was her first album, maybe it was the second one, the song Daddy, that she hoped that she found someone just like her daddy. How do you know I'm not a gangster? Or used to be a gangster? I've been in the music industry for 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, the industry's filled with gangsters. That's an absolute fact. Well, along with this new book that you wrote about Destiny's Child, you actually wrote another book called Public Relations and Media, PR Strategies for the Digital Age. I bought this book as well, and I got to read through it. And it's interesting because a lot of the book is based on not only PR strategies, but interviews and how to conduct yourself and everything else like that. I recently did an interview with Omarion, which became the #1 trending video on YouTube for like 2 days. And I asked him about like a drama-filled situation that he had, because he's in a group called B2K, and Lil Fizz is now dating Omarion's baby mother, who he has 2 kids with. And it was kind of a very messy situation because they're on social media, you know, putting it all out there. And I asked him what he thought about the situation, and he gave the most media-trained, cool response I'd ever seen in my life.
I don't feel no ways. I don't feel any way about it. I think that you know, if they're happy, you know, then they should be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's talk about it. I'm glad that it went to Omarion of B2K, and how Vlad said that he gave the most media-trained answer. Media-trained to the core, regardless of what's going on in his life. This man is media-trained, and Beyonce's father wrote a book on it. He wrote a book on how to act in front of the public and how to play it off. And if your father is the author of such a book, then she learned from the best. We don't know who the fuck she really is. If he was the man that groomed her, and he wrote a whole book on PR, you fans out there that think you know who Beyonce is, man, y'all probably don't have a clue. Listen at this, man. Go on, play that.
I think that they, you know,
no,
I think
fast. We ain't here to see Omarion. Okay, go on.
Like, out of all the celebrities and all the artists I've ever interviewed over the years, there's probably been about 1,000 of them. He has like a PhD in media training. And you actually talk about this in the book. You know, and for all the upcoming artists, when it comes to public relations and media training, what do you think is the best advice that you can give them?
Well, I think first they should do some research on who's interviewing them, or their team should do some research. But let me just go back. Omarion, I've known since he was probably 14, 15.
Oh, get the hell out of here, bro. He said he known Omarion since he was 14 or 15. So that means he got relations with Chris Stokes. Hold on, y'all. I knew something was funny when this man said he never got involved in Beyonce's personal relationship with Jay-Z, but you supposed to be her father, her protector. But you didn't care what the hell she had going on? Oh shit, we gotta get into it, man. Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes. Wasn't Beyonce involved with Marcus Houston back in the day? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Beyonce was involved with, she was dating Marcus Houston? Oh, hell no. This is one of the dudes that Raz B was saying was plugging his booty. Beyonce is, yeah, whatever. Marcus Houston and Beyonce are both very private. He way older than her to be dating her. Hold on, we got baby girl in the building. Wait a minute now. I gotta show my own. She a sweetheart, man. Baby girl in the building. What it do? She said, hey, Sean, what it do, baby girl? QS in the building. Lady Blue, my mommy, Michael X, Andre Bryant, what's up, dog? Pablo, I see you, man. Y'all over there kicking it. Nelly Williams, QS, Jay Prather, Neil Taylor, John Dalton, Chitlin Juice, and Jason Wildboy still kicking it. Okay, we good. All right, man. She was messing with Marcus in Houston, the Rasby Booty Wrangler. Yo, I'm gonna do y'all one better. Y'all just stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned because he said he been knowing Lil Omarion.
Oh my goodness.
Is that Tevin Campbell? He cheated on her 5 times. Well, what was wrong with her ass? No matter what else Lindell Locke accomplished in his life, Lindahl, he always be the man who cheated on Beyonce. Yes, Bey's high school boyfriend. He revealed that on account B's alleged vow to abstain from sex before marriage, he cheated on her not once, twice, but 5 motherfucking times. Beyonce shows blue happy face aboard the plane. He went to the prom and she didn't give him no booty, no nothing. And he dropped her ass off and hit the streets. She was not about to give his goofy ass no booty. She probably was lying to his ass. That's what I think. He just got played. But this something I want to see real quick, man. And then we gonna move on. Hold on. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
Beyonce and Omarion back in the B2 Booty K days. She was in that Mathew Knowles had her around them people. And they throwing up the 6s. Yo. So that mean that Chris Stokes was in the mix with Destiny's Child. Wow. They was all with it. Tia and Tamara was with it. Her father fed her to the wolves early. Wasn't she? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. I hate to keep doing this, man, but we gotta. Wasn't she on tour with Jagged Edge? And her father made her stay on the damn tour? Look at this, man. Beyonce and Kelly Rowland sexually harassed by Jagged Edge members, alleged Mathew Knowles, and he ain't do shit. Beyonce's father, Mathew Knowles, has alleged his daughter and Destiny's Child bandmate Kelly Rowland were harassed by members of Jagged Edge. They was trying to get that ass. And this motherfucker, no wonder she ended up with Jay-Z, man. It's no wonder that she going through hell right now. Her father had her around the wrong people for a long time. Now it done caught up. He should have been more protective over his seed, man. He failed. He got her involved with all of these devils in this evil ass industry, and y'all wonder why people accusing her of being a witch or whatever. I don't care what y'all say. I still got love for Beyonce. I ain't feeling her pops right now, but she was just a child. You can't hold her accountable for how her situation turned out when she was just a baby. She didn't know nothing about the music industry. Her father put her into the game. So everything that's happening in her life, her daddy left her out to dry, man. Listen to this.
But let me just go back. Omarion, I've known since he was probably 14, 15. Chris Stokes has put out 3 boy bands. One of them actually signed on Music World, my label. Omarion is a great young man and was a great kid growing up. We used to play basketball, me and the guys. So I know him very well. And that makes me, I didn't know about this interview, but it makes me proud to know he did a great job. And it makes me proud.
You was doing business with Chris Stokes, my guy? And you even signed one of his groups to your label? Chris Stokes is your business partner? Hold up. Gotta get it together. Got my fingers feel like noodles. This motherfucker need to be in jail. What the fuck? Oh my God, let me get it together. Ooh, this motherfucker. Get it together, man. This man. What the fuck? And they still doing business. Look. Oh, Omarion, Mathew Knowles, and Chris Stokes signed new boy group. Too much. Them boys, they in there. They too much. Too much. Them little boys can't sit still. Chris Cheeks is the best feeling. It's like a rush. A crazy rush, a totally different experience. Ooh, they talking about Chris Stokes' cheeks. Now, you know this contract is some bullshit if they put it all together like this. They came together and signed a boy group together. They still at it. Ain't shit changed but the number on the range. Hold on, we ain't doing that TikTok madness. I need to get a TikTok. I think I got one, y'all need to look for me on TikTok. Hold on, this man, memoir Beyonce's father knows. Motherfucker. He about to be in a feature film. He out here doing business with Chris Stokes. He do the boy bands, he got the girl bands, just bring them together and ball out. Wow, she was raised around all the booty boys in the industry. That's who was in their circles. That's how they was swinging it. That's how they was getting it. He got another girl group with him. They know how to get them young kids. Look, he got some new this nigga got some new bitches. What the fuck? He went out there and found some new hoes. Like, you can't stop me. I know the kids. He's still. This explains so much about Beyonce. She already shushing like never tell. Like, don't tell. What's the name of their group? Hold on. Mathew Knowles has a new twist on the girl group with Blush. Like, he put the shh in there like, don't say nothing. Shh. Them young girls blushing, and you bet not say nothing. Blush. And he ain't got not one light skin. He ain't got not one dark skin this time. He went full-fledged light. He's still at it with Chris Stokes. That man, he done did it again. Come on, man. I'm floored. And this was supposed to be about Beyonce getting away from Jay-Z. Man, thank God she got away from her papa. He was clearly the problem. Jay-Z probably a walk in the park compared to this man. Man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily. If y'all knew this stuff before me, then, you know, that's good for y'all. But I ain't have a clue that he was rolling like that. Okay, matter of fact, run that back. We gotta keep the show rolling, bro, because I'll be stuck here for a long time. Okay, let's get back into this. Run that back a little bit. Let's go.
Is a great young man and was a great kid growing up. We used to play basketball, me and the guys. So I know him very well. And that makes me, I didn't know about this interview, but it makes me proud to know he did a great job. And it makes me proud because I know Chris Stokes is an incredible manager and doesn't get the credit for that. But I always tell my artists that, you know, you don't have to answer every question. Also, it's about knowing and understanding the process of media. I know that I have to help you get your ratings high. And I know that you're gonna ask me some questions that are right on the borderline or maybe crosses that borderline. I have the power to answer that or not to answer it, or to do what our president does extremely well, and that's deflect the answer.
Oh, shit. So that's how they do it. They train them on how to keep a secret, how to not speak about certain stuff. They get them young artists and they teach them how to stay quiet. You better not say nothing. Why can't they just feel free to be themselves and answer the questions and keep it a buck? Like Sexy Red or any of these other non-prepped artists out there. Glorilla talking about she wear black panties so she won't see the dookie streaks. She needs some PR training badly, but still, this man got these kids trained. Man, it's one more thing I gotta look at, because this is about to conclude the whole Beyonce and Jay-Z saga. She need to stay with Jay, because she was not in a better position being with her father, man. Usher was groomed by Diddy. They groomed his ass. He went to the flavor camp and Diddy groomed him up good. And still found himself in the presence of Beyonce. She been around it all. Aaliyah, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Chris Stokes. She been in the game for a long ass time, man, and been around. The Backstreet Boys, you name it. Ain't nobody she ain't never been around. Remember that time Beyonce grinded with Aaron? She grinded with this man.
Oh my goodness.
They was grinding on this little ass boy. She looking like she didn't even want to do it. Like, come on, give me that funky stuff. Come on, baby. He looked like he out of his mind. You better back that ass up for me. She like, okay, I guess. Like, all right. Like, come on, give me that funky. He's smacking on their butts and everything. They all up. Look how they all up on that little boy. He's like, oh yeah. She backed that ass up on a 9-year-old. She just ain't gonna quit. He grabbing his joint while she pressing her booty up on him. And this shit is beyond weird. Beyonce and Daylight went together? What the fuck? The battle rapper that tattooed his face was her man? She had on the Tommy Hilfiger trying to be like Aaliyah. She had on the Aaliyah outfit back in the day. in a bootleg corner store buying clothes. Man, yo, it's one more thing I want to see before we get out of here, man. One more thing I gotta hear. One more thing, because if that's... Yeah, man, this shit is creepy. Hold up. Okay, get it together. All right, here we go. Let's go.
What happened with you and Omarion?
Brothers go separate ways sometimes, you know, and I feel like he's doing his thing with his career, and I'm doing my thing, and sometimes you just kind of separate, you know. We were really close at one point as far as like, you know, we did a lot of projects together and we did a lot of, you know, movies and stuff together. And at a certain point, he went a separate way and I went mine. So,
wasn't it like a kind of a fallout at one
nah,
point?
No. Never was a fallout or anything like that. It just, you know, just kind of happened.
Gotcha. I mean, with all the stuff you worked on, I mean, you did a lot of production, right? R. Kelly.
Oh my goodness.
You produced Destiny's Child?
Yeah.
Okay, was that their first album?
It was the second album.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do on that?
We produced a couple of records. One made the album called Where'd You Go? So wrote and produced on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was after No No No?
Yeah. No 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 was their first album.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Wyclef did the remix, and then it was through the roof. Did you have any idea what they were about to do when you were?
Yeah.
Because No 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 was a hit, but it
I
wasn't
actually did. You know, we met Destiny's Child for the first time when we were all like 17, and they were like 16, 17. They opened for us at a show in Houston.
Oh, nigga, you lying. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bruh. You lying. He lying. How in the hell you and Beyonce the same age, man? You been out since the late 80s.
Oh my goodness.
This man just said that when he met Beyonce and Destiny's Child, him and Immature, Romeo, Batman, they was all 17, 16 years old. Boy, stop that lying. Hold up. I got to do the research myself, man. Because if I sound like a fool, then I'm going to just go ahead and admit that I sound like a fool, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Marcus Houston is 42 years old? Where? He gotta be 50. Was born in 81. I thought he was like 30 years old when he met Beyonce. Hold up. Somebody lying on their Wikipedias, man. And Beyonce was so they was the same age? But they was still too young to be with Chris Stokes. They was still some children in the midst of a pedo. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if he was 17 or not, they was still doing bad things. And most likely she was involved with it too. Listen to this, y'all.
This is before like anybody knew who they were. And we kind of started working with them back then, you know, and that's kind of like how the relationship like kind of started from there and it kind of grew from there. And we all were friends with the girls, and Mathew and Chris were like working together as far as business and everything like that. So our relationship started then. So I knew they were going to be huge, definitely. Like it was very obvious, and I knew they were stars. You know, even when we seen them out there in Houston, we was like they're going to be huge. Like it was no doubt that Beyonce was a superstar back then too as well. So, you know.
You fast forward to 2017, Beyonce is one of the most popular people on the planet.
Yeah.
Like literally,
yeah,
probably one of the top 5 most recognizable.
For sure, definitely.
I mean, and music, yeah. I mean, who else you got? Like Rihanna,
yeah,
Jay-Z.
They all up there with the elite squad, you know.
So you're not surprised at all?
No.
I mean, there's always the rumor about you and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Any truth in that?
Nah. We just, I mean, you know, when people are friends, you know, we grew up together. Like I said, we met them when they were 17, and we always just was like really, really good friends and people.
Oh, that ain't the Marcus we heard about. That ain't what Raz B. That ain't what Raz B reported, man. He said that you definitely gonna get some cheeks. Mathew Knowles told y'all how they do with them PR questions. They answer that shit like a pro. He not about to sit up there and say that he was doing anything with anybody. He not about to say none of that on no camera. He been trained. He been groomed. He ain't about to. Yo, I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm freaking done. Until next time, people, man. I gotta go. I can't even. Yo, pray for Beyonce. This ain't even about Jay-Z no more. As long as she got the hell away from Chris Stokes and Mathew Knowles and Marcus Houston, she good. She winning Grammys and shit. Stay with Jay-Z. He ain't that bad. He said he produced for R. Kelly and Destiny's Child at the same time with Chris Stokes and Mathew Knowles conducting business together. Man, it is, yo, I'm done. We got Stacy Galore in the building. What's up? Fafa Yan. That Green Vegan, what it do, man? Carrie DeLeon. QS, you know I see you, baby. Flo Wolf. Monique Watt, Perfectly Imperfect. Victoria, what's up, girl? Y'all let me know y'all here so I could give y'all a shout out before I get out of here, man, because I feel for Beyonce so bad because look, this the thing about it, man. No, switch that music up. This is the thing about it. She didn't have a choice. She didn't stand a chance. She just so happened to be born into a situation. So even if them rumors they saying about her is true, pray for my sister, man. Cause life ain't been easy. Yeah, man, that shit. I feel for B, man. It ain't fair, man. It ain't right. It ain't right. It just ain't right. Y'all think that these celebrities got it made because they got access to all this money and fame, but that be their prison, man. There's a prisoner in this situation. And maybe Jay-Z just doing her a favor. Maybe he saved her from all that bullshit. Maybe she was looking for an escape from her father. She was looking for somebody to take her away from the madness. Just to T, please. What it do, baby? Pablo, Melissa Leak. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Got some big plans coming up this week. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in, people that tuned in, and the people that's going to be watching in the future. And all the people that hit the like button. So much love for y'all, man. That's all I really be needing. Them likes be doing me big, big favors. And I want to take this time to give a shout out to the people that hit me up, like Kelly Johnson, the one and only, the beautiful Kelly Johnson, Humble Waters, Derek Rochelle, and Torianne Young, Grace. And did I mention Humble Waters? She's so precious, man. Demetrius Bright, Seneca Williams, Tia Merida, and Ann Hill. I want to thank y'all so much for them cash apps, man. And for you beautiful women out there watching, I got to let y'all know. Y'all know what I gotta let y'all know. I shouldn't even say it. I should just let the music say it. I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.